What's up, guys? Back with another video. Haven't posted in a little bit. Haven't had video-worthy fishing, I'd say. Could have posted the one day at the Yellow Breaches, but wasn't recording. So I'm using let me get this back in. I have the mouth of conodoguinet, as you can see, but I'm using a 6 cents strobe minnow on a 1/8 ounce lead jighead. So I'm gonna see if I can catch something on it before it gets snagged, if I do. I wonder what's coming in weird. And then I got a chatterbait Evo chatterbait, however you say it, on my food dinner. That used to be stacked up on this wall. Still like that though. Really doesn't seem that way. Park, but they're having some construction right now, so decided to come here instead. Went to the Middletown Reservoir recently, didn't catch anything there. Caught 2 crayfish and a run beside it. Go over here to cast the saddles. See if there's a lot of weeds over here. Walk by the Susquehanna side. Probably a whole bunch of weeds over here. After one of the storms, and really after this, after spawn, during post-spawn, the place just became filled with a bunch of weeds. I want to do another video at Dockside. I've been going there a lot this summer. Haven't caught anything there. Bass are huge there. And I mean huge. But like, they won't bite anything. Tried to catch some live crayfish last time I was out there. Didn't. But next time I go, gonna get some live crayfish. Put one of those on a hook and cast it around there. Because what it's starting to seem like is they're used to just eating like live stuff there, if they're that big. So try it with crayfish there. Just casting this jighead minnow in a current like this, letting it flow down. Then reeling it back in. To see if the bass will show any interest. I'm gonna try to get it along this wall. I'll reel it in against this wall. Water's not moving as crazy fast there. I'll do like one more cast along this wall then. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh yeah, I'm on. What did I say, guys? That felt nice. Let me put him down in a nice spot. Two on hook. Okay, and he unhook himself. Oh, my first smallmouth in a while. Not a big one by any mean, but the strobe minnow took him off the wall. Let me go get a picture with him. Then I'll pick up the camera. All that pigmentation. Okay guys, as you can see, just caught a smallmouth. And rigged one of these up on the spinner baits. Okay, plastic kind of messed up. Took me a couple times to rig through. It's still usable, but I'm glad I caught one on this so I could like see the durability on these. And if you guys were interested in these, guess now you know the durability can at least handle one smallmouth. There's like 6 of these in a pack. How about say it's gonna be bad if I lose it. This is my last jighead. Both can pick up some Kitech paddle tails, but they didn't have the 1/8 painted jig heads I wanted for them. So didn't pick those up. You can see the big spot on the wall where the smallmouth jumped out. That's the good part about these 6 cents baits. You got finicky fish. 6 cents baits are really realistic. So should be able to get one on them if they're not biting your other stuff. Well, like I was saying, those live crayfish, if I were to use live crayfish, I feel like they'd almost have to work. You gotta like crush their claws or legs or something so they don't just go under rocks. But one of those bigger smallmouth sees one of them, should have a pretty decent chance. Do a couple more casts along this wall. Then I'll change spots if this spot isn't working. Okay. See, I have a history. If you go back to my channel and my Liberty Forge days, one last cast might be my good luck charm. But, say it again. My last cast, I'll do one more. That wasn't a good one. I want to actually be able to get it out there on my last cast. Okay. Now my last cast here, before I move to a new wall. Yep. Got that one in a good spot. See, like, it barely gets, all these weeds barely get caught. They get caught on the knots more than the hook. Okay, I guess I'll try that little pool right there. Do a couple casts right there. I'll do one cast because I'm not trying to lose it to the tree. But I'll do a couple casts along this wall. Give this wall another chance. Yeah, see, like, if you look along it, that right there where my rod's pointing, that's definitely a smallmouth splat. Or some type of fish. And for that smallmouth size, it definitely wasn't like small. But it wasn't big either. Definitely fought well for its size. One again. This one's good. Oh yeah. This strobe is working. Come on, stop jumping. Okay. Yeah, I can feel that one fights, especially in the current, bro. Look at that one. That one's definitely bigger. Let me get a quick picture, then I'll release him. Gonna get a nice release on this boy. That's not what I like to see. Come on. Give me a little something. There he goes. Okay, guys. Uncle just caught a fish, but as I was explaining, the minnows get like discombobulated, something like that, and they get all like shaky. Okay, so when they're like that, they can't swim against this current. That's when the bass or trouts, whatever it is, bass, trouts, walleye, muskie, pike, have their easy little meal. So that's what I'm doing with the bass here. Just casting it up along the wall. And seeing if it leads. That one wasn't tested as far out. But something you need to know is, like, say you're just getting into fishing, and you're fishing things like this, you're gonna feel a lot of thumps while it's going through the water. Okay. Doesn't mean you gotta, so you gotta be able to tell when you got a bite if you're a hook setter. Me personally, I don't hook set at all. Never thought that I needed to, especially with those two bass right there. I'm not even using something with a treble hook. Hook sides in their mouth good enough, it's fine with me. Close I get to hook settings when I'm bouncing the Ned rig or jerk and jerk bait, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try casting it up in the middle of that. Really bring it down through. Bad news, I might be never mind. I thought I might have been on one that just wasn't fighting there. Got close to a pound of weeds on this. No wonder I thought I was on one. Especially like when you're fishing this and it gets to the end of the line, you're just gonna feel a big thud. So yeah, I'll do a couple more casts up here. I want to move out onto one of those things, try walking on that, and cast it to the ones that are far out there. It's weird, when I caught that bass, opposite cheek I hooked it in was all bloody. Not sure what that was. Because at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get this back in the water a little faster than usual. Thought I might have made it bleed. That one wasn't flowing that time. Must have got it in that little soft spot. Got that one down perfect. I had that one get taken for extra long. This is such an easy way to fish. Don't got a reel or anything until like the wet. This term basically does it all for you. With the right lure. Like, that was a bad cast. Bad caster can still be a fish somewhere. That time there wasn't. See my friend Jaden? Do like 3 more casts. It's crazy how big those waves are right there. Thought I seen something jump. It was at the corner of my eye though. Yeah, that's bad. I'm snagged. Bam, did the method. If you're snagged, what I do before I just break it off is I'll cast this. Okay, you're snagged. You get your line really tight, then you pop open your bail. That works sometimes. Try that a couple times and then, I don't know, that's my best method at it. Thought I snagged again. All these weeds, man. Is the water fast? Yo, why would you walk through that part? Oh, I caught another one. Yeah, it was bigger. Yeah. Yeah, I just cast the minnow along the wall, then let it float down. That wasn't too good of a cast. Seen where I scraped those weeds off. I scraped those weeds off that rock. Pretty sure. I feel like, I'll show you guys while it's floating. That tree right there, I feel like there's bass under it. It's just hard spot to cast it. So, this one will be my last cast here. Of course, unless I catch something. That one was a pretty good cast. Didn't catch anything there. So guess I'll somewhere else. Just put on my Polaris glasses. Pick up the camera when I'm at the next